Good afternoon, I'm Jeff. I'm a sewer tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 33285 Southwest Haulik Drive here in Scappoose. We're located at the left side of the home, about halfway back in this little nook here. We have two cleanouts. This one's going to be for your storm drain. This is the sewer here. We're going to check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. We're going to introduce water to the line here in just a moment. Here we go. Just transitioned there at about 57 feet over to 6-inch 3034 PVC pipe. I've got a Y connection here. This may be the main lateral. I'm going to push a little further. They Y some, I think, multiple houses together at the curb and then send it out to the main. Let's go a little further here just to see if we get a main lateral. Alright, so that Y connection there is most likely the terminus of the line. I'll reel back to that point there and locate the camera head, see where it's at. We'll get all the water drained out of the line so we have a good look at everything on the way back. I can't tell if that's more than likely something from when it was installed. I don't think that's necessarily a root intrusion. It's just too early to tell right now. The line's way too new. It's entirely possible when they push those two pieces of pipe together, they got a little something caught in the joint. Alright, I'm going to go locate the camera head here at 68 feet. Alright, so this is located in the street of the little, kind of like I don't know if it's a private drive or flag lot driveway or what it is, but anyway, the little drive out in front of the house there, there's a big steel plate that says CO on it. That's the clean out. That's where this is located right here. Anyway, I don't know if there's another lot being built across the street. Generally, when you have a Y connection like this, it's connecting on because you have multiple houses hooked together. I can tell that it goes out and then hits the main out on the main street. But usually the homeowner responsibility terminates right around here. I would just double check into that, make sure. We made out to 104 feet, which is almost all the way to the road. But I do believe this is very likely shared with the lot that's going in across the street, which is why your responsibility usually ends right here at this point. So I would just look into that. I'm going to try and shove this thing as far out, just in the case that it is the homeowners all the way out to the street. We'll get as far out as we can here. It's a long shot to the main. We may actually have to move up to that clean out. We'll see. All right, locate the camera head here. We're about 10 feet or so from the main street. Probably about 20 to 25 feet in total from the actual main lateral. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and stop here. This is about as far out as we're going to be able to get anyway. And by this point, we are out into the main street, which is beyond homeowner responsibility. And more than likely, all this pipe we just scoped here beyond the Y connection is not that of the homeowners, but just in case, we did make it all the way out to the street where the city generally takes responsibility. And it's draining out very nicely throughout the entire thing. And that's some water that's flowing down the line there. I introduced some more of the line to try and push the camera further. That's all that is going past there. And that little thing sticking up out of the pipe joint there, again, this is most likely all city from this point out, but that doesn't, it's not indicative of a root. It's way too light. It looks like some little, it almost looks like Teflon tape or something like that just got pinched between the joint there. That's nothing I'm concerned about. We do have a little bit of standing water here towards the end of the line. It's very minimal. It's only about a 1/16 of an inch, which is not going to affect the flow at all. What does concern me, however, is it is a brand spanking new house, never lived in. Sometimes when lines are showing settling at this point, it can mean that they're still in a state of settling and can get worse. So in its current state, this is not concerning at all. What I would be worried about is because the line is so new, it still could be settling, and that could get worse. So I do recommend a rescope in a year or before the warranty is up on the house to check it at that point. If it looks just like that, that's no big deal. I just want to make sure that that's not going to settle and get worse. I push back out here just to show this again here. The small belly that we have goes from 62 feet to 67 feet. It's only about 5 feet long. And that's spanning a portion that's in the street as well as on property. That there looks like something in the house is discharging, possibly the watt furnace or something like that is condensed water coming off of it. That's flowing water though, that's not standing. I'm just about to reel the camera out of the line. Again, we do have a small belly. It's very minor at this point. It's 1/16 of an inch or less of standing water there, that 5-foot section. At this time, we've got good flow all the way out to the Y connection, or most likely the terminus is 67 feet. We also cambered beyond that all the way out to the street, actually the main street. Now all that pipe looked good as well. At this time, I do recommend a rescope before the warranty is up to make sure that that does not settle and get worse. If it were a 3-4-year-old house, I wouldn't think anything of it because the house has done all its settling most likely in that time period. This one's so new that it could be an issue. So, the sewer line is functioning properly at this time and is looking good.